Welcome in. Today we're playing Slotbound. If you watch the channel, you'll know we played this game once before, but in the previous video we did the open forest. Today we're going to go into deep cave. Now, we can only do the easy mode because these are only available in the full version, and I'm very anxiously waiting for the full version of the game to come out. I really enjoyed this game. I think it's going to have a lot of playability. Of course, you know, it'll depend a lot on what they do with the game in the full version, but I have a good feeling about it. So the general idea of the game is on the left we have a slot machine, on the right we have an auto battler. When we win a row in the slot machine, we get that unit type. We do have one nudge, which means we can shift one of these columns down by one once per turn. I'm going to do that now and just get our first unit. It's going to be a cavalry, and that at least gets us through, hopefully, the first wave. We could spin the machine one more time, but I want to hang on to some money. We do get a little bit of interest on that. So let's start the wave, and we should have a little goblin or something come out. Oh no, it's not a goblin. It is an eyeball on tentacle legs. And that reminds me, we're in the caves, not the forest. But that got us some money. So let's spin to win, see if we can get some more units. I would really like more units. Pretty please, game. Pretty please. Give us some cool stuff. Ask and you shall receive. Okay, we got an item. We could take a rebound axis after the third spin. A loss grants one nudge. After the third spin, a loss grants a nudge. Okay, that could be good. The fourth spin of each wave costs 50% less, or an echo mirror. If a losing spin contains 4 more of that same symbol, gain a blue currency. Is this good? Is it good enough to be uncommon? After the third spin, a loss grants a nudge. Once a wave. I suppose it does. It does help a lot. I'm a little undecided on that one. But it's what we got, so that's what we'll do. We're going to use our nudge here, because that gives us a chance to get a bow for an archer, a shield for a warrior, or a spear on this diagonal, and hopefully we get one of those. Oh, thank goodness we did. All right, that will hopefully be enough to get us through wave number 2. We can actually take a little bit of damage. I'd prefer not to, but if we do, it's not the end of the world. We can't take that much. We have 7 life in total, and that's basically the number of enemies that can slip by us without ending the run. But we got through wave 2. That's really good, and we can now go into the shop. So we have 2 of this blue currency. I've just been calling them sapphires because, I don't know, they look like sapphires to me. They're probably not called that. We're going to pick this sturdy fist. I really like the items like this that affect all of our allies or all of the enemies. There are a lot of these books that are also pretty good. Like if we were heavy in archers, the archer manual would be great. But this just does the same thing for everybody. At least, well, I guess everybody but mages, but it seems quite powerful to me. So we'll go ahead and take it. Better attacks, that's good. We have 965 gold. The next spin's going to cost 100. Oh, come on, let's get some units. Okay, we have melee unit number 2, and we can nudge for a guaranteed shield and then a possibility of either another shield or archer. Hey, we only got 1, but it is an uncommon unit, so that's cool. That's these guys are a little more powerful. Basically, this mace soldier is kind of a lucky version of the warrior. You can see he's got 2 empty item slots over here. Those will come into play here in a little bit, but for the moment, pretty happy with that. Still have 865 gold. Let's roll. Hey, we get another cavalry. Let's rearrange our units a little bit. So let's set our cavalry out on the flanks. set our melee unit, our standard melee units here in the center, and first scout there. I think that gives us our best chances. And then we're going to roll it. I don't think we have a nudge left at all. We don't. Yep, I think we're set. Let's release wave 3. Okay, it looks like wave 3 has a like a Cyclops bat and some more eyeballs. Okay. Really like more units. The first order of business is definitely to just try to fill out the battlefield as much as you can. After that, it becomes all about combining your troops. I don't think I want to chase the interest too much. I don't mind chasing it a little bit, but there's probably a limit to how useful that is, really. I think I would prefer to get the archer, so I'm going to go over here and get nothing. Let's go to wave 4. It's worth a try. The nudge is at least worth a try. Alright. Let's go. Looks like we can go back into the shop too, so we'll do that. Keep rolling. Oh, come on, guys. Give me something good. Hey, that's good. And that's good. Sweet. Okay, fourth spin of each wave costs 50% less. That's quite nice. First winning symbol gains 8% appearance chance for that wave. And if a nudge creates no win, regain 1 nudge after the next spin. I think we're going to take the Harvest Flag because it just increases the likelihood of winning. We're still working on these guys. I'd like to start combining, but right now just having more bodies is the thing, I think. Let's go to the shop before we go any further. I think upgrading the Sturdy Fist might be better than the Cursed Mushroom. Can't afford it though. So we'll take the Cursed Mushroom. So we're going into level 5, which is kind of a mini boss. We have a nudge, so we could get 1 more archer unit. 1 guaranteed and 1 possible. I think that's the play. Oh, wow. Okay. That is great. So now we are at 10 out of our maximum of 8 units. So now we can finally start merging our units together. This guy, this scout, is our #1 target to make more powerful. So the first thing we're going to do is merge an archer into him. And that's going to give him an extra strike on every 3rd attack. Now we have to do some more of those, so we're going to level it up. And so now he gets every 3rd attack gets 60%. And I believe we're going to stop right there for the moment. But that archer just got significantly stronger. There's also this little statistics panel over here that's going to tell us who's doing the most damage. So it looks like right now our mace soldier is doing, you know, about 100 per round. These guys are roughly half of that. So we definitely want to get rid of them as soon as we can and make our other units more powerful. But this scout, I feel like, is probably going to jump ahead now in power. Let's see. Wave 5. Let's go. And it's a horde of little eyeball creatures. I think we can take them no problem. That was a good spin with the multiple archers there. That nudge really saved our bacon. So the little mini boss fights, those give us more of the blue currencies. And so we're going to take that and upgrade our Sturdy Fist. It's quite nice. And then let's roll for troops. I've been operating under the assumption that basic attacks also includes archery. I hope that's right. Let's keep trying. Ooh. We might actually nudge. Do we nudge here? It's a guaranteed troop. So it's probably the thing to do. Let's do it. And then we'll just immediately merge him into the mace soldier. Give him a little bit stronger strikes. I'd really like to give this guy piercing. I'd like him to have extra strikes and piercing strikes. That's our goal. We'll see if we can do it. In order to do that, we're going to have to get a spearman. I would love to nudge that. I can't. Take that. Give him a... Oh, wait a minute. I almost went to the wrong person. What's going on here? Oh, we're grabbing the wrong guy. Okay. Sometimes the game... It'd be kind of nice if the game would put the troops in a place that made a little more sense. But they don't. Sometimes they put it right in the middle of your formation, and it's kind of hard to figure out who you're grabbing hold of. Put him in the back, I guess, for the moment. That'll give us another... Hey, it gives us a Maceman number 2. That's great, actually. Actually, I've never played with the Bash. How much fun would that be? Let's do it. Let's give it a shot. This might be a little bit of a risky move because we don't have that many upgraded like level 2 troops, but I want to see what the Bash does. So we're gonna do that. All right, 457 gold. We're ready. Wave 6. Let's see what we do. So what's the Bash look like? Pop him. Okay. That's quite nice, actually, particularly against the Bash, or against the bats, not the Bash. We have 2 of these sapphires, so let's head to the shop. Once per battle, first ally hit takes 10% less damage for 3 seconds. I think that's quite good, as we need to build up our tanks a little more. Cursed mushroom. We could upgrade this, but I think right now just the broken shield does the most for us. Let's keep going. Holy spears! I believe that is the luckiest roll I've ever had. I've never had one that fills all of these, but I mean that was awesome. So that lets us start building up this scout. He's gonna get some pierce. Give him some more pierce. And bash and build up strike boost. Give him 1 more pierce, and that's going to change his unit type. So this is one of the things I missed in the first video. So when you do a class promotion, he's reached a level where he becomes something new. So what I was missing before is that you could actually look over here and see what these new units do. They aren't just stats. So our elf archer, he fires an arrow for 120% damage and applies minus 35%. I think that's movement speed to the target, and he does that every 4 seconds. This ranger, he has a piercing bullet, fires a piercing bullet that deals 120% damage to up to 2 enemies. That's pretty cool, actually. So he's already got piercing. I wonder if that stacks with piercing, or if he just kind of gets piercing and this is kind of wasted. They also have these random abilities. So Ranger gets finishing blow, where the last enemy takes 12% more damage. Elf Archer has an opening strike of first attack plus 60% damage. Okay. Other than that, we have some stat changes. It looks like the Ranger gets a lot more damage, so he's going to get 3 damage buffs, as opposed to the Elf Archer, he's only going to get 1 damage buff. The number here, another thing that I misread in the video, I thought the number was going to be our target stats. I was like, I don't understand why some of these arrows aren't right. Kind of a dumb move on my part. These are the current stats, and the arrows are indicating like what it's going to do. So in this case, our Ranger's just going to do a lot more damage. I'm worried about the piercing bullet not having an effect since he's already got piercing in a skill, but I think he's going to be the one. All right, so enough of that. We now have a little ranger sniper dude. He's ready to go. We have 10 out of 8 still, so we're just going to keep going with him and give him more extra strikes. Just make him as powerful as we can, actually. We're actually going to do that even one more time. Okay, that ranger is just now going to sit in the back and do crazy things. And I can nudge. So if I nudge, oh my gosh. If I nudge in this direction... Oh, what's the best nudge here? It's definitely the center row. Okay, do it. Yeah. Awesome. All right, infantryman gives knockback, which we took a bash earlier. We might just hang on to the infantryman for the moment. We got to do something with all of this. Okay, so he's got the build-up strike boost already, so let's increase that for him. And we have spearmen coming out of our nose. I suppose the infantryman would be a good target for more piercing, so let's give it to him. And then this guy needs one more of something, so we're just... It's kind of a waste, because I really... Oh, maybe I could use a... Yeah, let's just do this. And that's just going to give him levels. So... The mace soldier promotes into either an elf soldier who thrusts for 120% damage and applies minus 15% attack speed. I think the double arrow's attack speed every 4 seconds, or he can be a marksman soldier. He kicks an enemy for 100% damage and applies minus 30% move. Okay. Opening strike on him. First attack's 90%. And then undying on death survive once for 1 second. Okay, stat changes are all the same here. So the question is, do we want to apply slowdown and slight more damage, or do we want to hit like an AoE effect and minus 30% move? I think the elf soldier is going to be the thing here. Got him. Okay, so he's got a cooler look. We like that. Holy cow, we're still in our first round. Okay, so let's rearrange our guys a little. We no longer have the cavalry up front. This is going to sit here. I guess we'll put these guys up like that. Arrange them. We've got our hunter in the back, and he's just going to hopefully just deal a bunch of damage. But we have rolls, so let's see what else we can get. I think with that bit of luck, we're now doing quite well. I think I'll keep the cavalry for the moment. Oh, no, don't want to do that. I could... I just used him for... Might be worth upgrading him, actually. Or... I can also work on this guy. Let's keep going on him, actually. Oh, nope. Not that one. Getting kind of hard to get the right units selected. Okay, pretty good. 250. We are on 7 out of 10. I think it's worth hanging on to our interest a bit, and let's summon the next wave. I think we're really strong now. We should be really strong. Yes, we are. Okay. Okay. Oh man, our back dude just melted. What can I do about that? There is an item that helps that a lot. I don't know if we'll get the chance to pick it up or not. Let's roll. Another spearman. We've just had spearmen for days on this one. Lots of piercing, which is good. At some point I need to look at Finding something for the boss fight as well. Oh, wow. Okay, double rares in the item selection. I have a resonant anvil. If spinning, if the winning symbol appears 4 more times on the slot, summon an additional unit of the symbol. I'm going to take that. What's our other rare? The Splintered Torch. Winning 2 or more lines summons an additional winning unit as well. But I think this one's going to happen way more often. In fact, yeah, it's just going to be way more often. So that's the better call. This sniper, we can at least see him. We're at around 8 out of 10. I think here's where we stop worrying so much about interest and just try to get more units. So, it's open for more, but we're still plenty strong for wave 8, I believe. Oh, is he gonna get by? He totally gets by. Our backline, our ranged units are very weak. I don't like that. Alright, we ended up with another infantry. I think let's take him and put him here, and let's give this guy knockback, which gives him a level up. So we have a choice between an elf infantry. He can taunt 3 nearby enemies for 3 seconds and take 30% less damage. Very tanky. Battle Cry roars to gain plus 20% for 3 seconds and applies minus 15% damage to up to 3 nearby enemies. So this, there's no guarantee that the enemy nearest him is attacking him. I think the Viking, let's look at these. Okay, a base guardian prioritizes enemies near the base, deals 15% damage to that enemy, opposed to opening strike where he gets a plus 60%. I think the Viking is the better call on this one. Yeah, especially for boss fights, every strike is going to give 15% damage. All right, we like it. So we have some pretty good troops up here. Spearman, soldier, Viking. All right, we still have to do more. How more merging we need to do? I would sure like, you know what? Let's go ahead and upgrade this guy. I think just giving that archer some piercing might help. Let's get some rolls in. Holy cow. Well, we've already, I guess we gave him knockback too, right? What's that gonna do? 22%. Does it upgrade? Oh, it now firmly knocks back the target. Okay, fair enough. Let's see. Yeah, alright. Let's get a roll. No luck. Okay. Get one more roll. And we can nudge for... Ooh, what are you? You're a sorcerer. Maybe we just need more ranged units in general. Spearman, we don't really need him. Alright. Our final configuration. We should have at least 3 melees. Well, we also have the cavalries, can't forget them. I would like... I think the clear call here is going to be... Upgrade this sorcerer. Let's give him piercing. Let's give him transfer, I guess. Maybe should have given him the volley ability. I'm not really sure on that. And we'll probably end up merging in this archer into him, but we'll see. For now, let's go into wave 9 and see what we can do in there. Okay, we got wave 9 down nice and handily. So we don't have a ton of archers. I suppose we upgrade our sturdy fist. Probably the best thing we could do there. Alright, game, give me some cool stuff. I need it. I needs it. Ooh, I'm not getting it. I have a chance for a spearman. I don't think that's what I need the most. We roll it. Oh no. Can we do any more? No, that's it. Okay, I can nudge for a single spearman. Oh, we got a double though, so lucky us. Those are going to go straight into, or at least one of them is. He only needs 2 levels. So I think if we merge in the archer, oh, he gets, I haven't figured that one out. For some reason, some of these guys give like 5 levels or 4 levels, and some of them do not. It might have to do with this ability here. Golden egg on absorb. He also gives me a blue currency. That's cool. Yeah, I think this is one to do. He's going to be either an elf mage. The elf mage fires a magic bolt for 125% damage and binds the target for 1 second. I like the binding aspect. Okay, or a wild mage. Summons a boar that fights until defeated. If one already exists, it restores its HP. That's really cool. Battle Fervor, every 2 seconds, plus 3% per stack, and Opening Strike. I like this Binding Bolt. I like the Binding Bolt a lot, actually, so I think we're going to go with the Elf Mage. I also like summoning a boar. The boar could probably take a lot of damage. But the Binding Bolt has my imagination. And we're getting ready to head into the final round here, so what we have on the field now it's what we have. So let's get our troops rearranged. So let's spread out the ranged units that we have. Keep these guys just as they are. Let's check this really quick. So it looks like our ranger is in fact doing a lot of damage. Our elf mage is doing a lot of damage too. Although he was not an elf mage before, so he was doing damage before, which means he'll probably be better at this fight. And then just what we'd expect, the guys that we've upgraded are doing most of our damage. Okay, well, just like that, we have reached wave 10 in the caves. Let's see what we can do. And start the battle. We have a beholder. Alright guys, let's poke him in the eyeball. That's how you deal with those guys. I have a good feeling. He's bashed, he's stunned, he's getting knocked back. Yeah, I think we got him. No problem. Probably gonna knock down our ranger. Yeah, he did. Got him. Got him. Elf soldier was our best unit. Interesting. I wouldn't have expected that. I thought our ranger was going to be the best unit. I don't know what... Actually, come to think of it, last damage. Like, our ranger was doing the most damage, so I don't know what makes him the best unit, but I suppose he is. Anyway, we win in the caves, so I hope you enjoyed. That, unfortunately, we can't do anything else in the skill tree, I don't think. We've already done all this stuff. But, I mean, we could just keep grinding and get a few of these things, but I don't think it's really worth it. Man, that was the last playthrough of Slotbound, at least until they reach the full game. I'm really looking forward to when it comes out, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any pointers for me, let me know, but yeah, I'll catch you in the next one.